Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Monday, the 22nd of July. India successfully launches moon mission Chandrayaan-2. Minority groups protest against Pakistani Prime Minister's visit to US. And Hindus across India and Nepal offer prayers to mark auspicious Monday. And now for all the details. India's space agency, the Indian Space Research Organisation, on Monday launched a Chandrayaan-2 moon mission from Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh province. Chandrayaan-2 aims to be the first to land on the moon's south pole and deploy a lunar rover, and is a giant leap forward in India's space dreams.
India's indigenous moon mission Chandrayaan-2 was successfully launched from the Satish Dhawan Space Centre in Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh province on Monday. Chandrayaan-2 was launched atop a geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle, or GSLV Mk3, India's most powerful rocket. The three-stage GSLV Mk3 rocket went through all the three stages and successfully injected Chandrayaan-2 into a lower Earth orbit shortly after launch.
I am extremely happy to announce that GSLV Mark III vehicle successfully injected Chandrayaan-2 in the defined orbit. In fact, the orbit is 6,000 kilometers more than what our internet is better. That way, the satellite people have more life, more fuel, and for playing with the maneuvers. Actually, it is the beginning of a historical journey of India towards moon and to land at a place near South Pole to carry out scientific experiments.
Chandrayaan-2 aims to be the first to land on the moon's south pole and deploy a lunar rover. It is an advanced version of the previous Chandrayaan-1 mission, which was launched in 2008, that helped confirm the presence of water on the moon. The Chandrayaan-2 mission is also a precursor to the ambitious Gaganyaan project, which aims to place 3 Indians in space by 2022.
Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan is on his maiden visit to the United States. Over the weekend, Muttahida Qawmi Movement and other minority groups of Pakistan protested to show their resentment over Khan's visit. They protested against human rights violations and state-sponsored atrocities against the minorities and people in the region under Pakistan's illegal occupation.
Muttahida Qawmi Movement, or MQM, and other minority groups of Pakistan protested at the US Capitol in Washington, D.C. on Sunday to show their resentment over Prime Minister Imran Khan's maiden visit to the United States. The activists protested against the oppression by the Pakistani state, human rights violations and state-sponsored atrocities against the oppressed minorities in Pakistan and illegally occupied region of Gilgit-Baltistan. Protesters criticized Khan's visit and made an appeal to the US President Donald Trump to not reward Pakistan with any aid or bailouts.
यहाँ पर प्रोटेस्ट रजिस्टर कर रहे हैं कैपिटल हिल के सामने कि हमारे जितने भी पॉलिटिकल प्रिजनर्स हैं इस वक्त पाकिस्तान की जेलों में हैं उनको रिलीज़ किया जाए और पाकिस्तान जो गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में डेमोग्राफिक चेंजेस कर रहा है, पाकिस्तान और चाइना मिलकर हमारे रिसोर्सेज पर जो कब्जा कर रहे हैं उसको बंद किया जाए.
Meanwhile, a group of Baloch activists disrupted Imran Khan's speech at the Capitol One Arena on Sunday. Khan was addressing a massive gathering of around 30,000 people when a group of Baloch activists inside the venue stood up from their seats and started raising slogans demanding Balochistan's independence from Pakistan. Khan is on a 3-day visit to the United States and will hold talks with President Donald Trump. Pakistan's establishment has long been criticized over its practice of enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings by international bodies and local human rights organizations who raised their voice on the issue.
In news from Afghanistan, some presidential candidates for the upcoming presidential polls have expressed that they doubt the Afghan government and the Independent Election Commission's will to hold timely elections, as they think there's ambiguity around the ongoing peace process.
The presidential elections in Afghanistan are scheduled for September 28. Some presidential candidates have expressed that they doubt the Afghan government and the Independent Election Commission's will to hold timely elections. According to them, there is ambiguity around the ongoing peace process, which has seen new momentum earlier this month. The candidates also voiced their concerns over a surge in violence, saying it would be difficult to organize the elections in a free and fair manner unless there is an improvement in security.
په این وخت کې د سولې پروسه چې هغه توقع مرده چې د لوده مخکې چې دا پروسه به ډېر د انتخاباتو مخکې پای ته ورسیږي دا تر اوسه پورې پای ته رسېدلی نه ده. نو دغه دوو پروسو په منځ کې دا ګونګ حالت چې اوس موجود دی دا د خلکو پر اعتبار یا د خلکو پر هغه باورمندۍ باندې چې باید په ټاکنو ولري هغه یې راټیټ کړي.
حکومت د ټاکنو کمیسیون د ټاکنو پروسه د دې وړتیا نه لري چې ټاکنې په شپږم د تلې وکړي. نو لومړی خو دا دی چې دا باید وځنډېږي.
The Election Commission has drawn huge criticism after the October 20 parliamentary elections, which was marked by widespread allegations of fraud and riggings. Last week, two electoral monitoring organizations released a new study about the election process, in which they stated that the Independent Election Commission, the Afghan government and their international partners do not have a clear roadmap for peace and elections in the country.
And in news from Nepal, at least 90 people were reportedly killed in the recent floods in Nepal. The floods and landslides caused a massive destruction, especially in the eastern parts of the country, and left millions displaced. People have now returned to their homes as flood water has receded to some extent.
The recent floods in Nepal have caused extensive destruction and claimed the lives of at least 90 people. Thousands of displaced people returned to their homes over the weekend after flood water receded to some extent. Local residents were seen drying their household items in the sun as the floods left a trail of destruction and mud behind it. Most of the people had gone to their relatives or relief camps and other highlands as water rose to dangerous levels and entered residential areas over the past 10 to 15 days.
घरमा त सब समस्या छ नि देखबे करै छै पानी छै दुनिया को पानी ले दुनिया भर को अब ई 60 मन कर पड़ते सेटा हिलो छै कते पुए कादो कादो छै घरमा बैठैयो को सुतैयो को ठाउँ नै छै सेटा भैंस गेले कुछो र छबे नै करे ओरना बिछना ओइने अखन 2-4 को छले त खींचा लिए कोनो तो सोक तक यारो सेटा जेरे से भैंसिए गेले आ कोनो अथियो नै छै आ हेबा की छै रहेले दुनिया के हिलो छै कोनो ठाउँ नै छै.
Nepal's southern plains have witnessed heavy rainfall that has wreaked havoc across the region. The monsoon brings heavy rains to South Asia between June and October, often triggering floods later in the season.
Devotees of Hindu god Lord Shiva thronged temples across India and Nepal to offer prayers on the first Monday of the auspicious month of Shravan or monsoons. Mondays of the holy month are considered extremely auspicious by Hindus.
Devotees across India took holy dips and thronged temples to offer prayers to Lord Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction, on the first Monday of the month of Shravan. The first Monday of the month-long Shravan or monsoon is considered extremely auspicious in Hindu religion. Hindus worship Lord Shiva during the holy month and seek his blessings for peace and prosperity of their families. Devotees also offer milk, curd, ghee, honey and holy water on Shiva Lingam, a representation of Lord Shiva.
सावन का पहला सोमवार है तक की बहुत बड़ी मान्यता है। यहाँ भोलेनाथ पूरे महीने प्रसिद्ध रहते हैं, यहीं प्रकट रहते हैं, भक्तों को दर्शन भी देते हैं और सबकी मनोकामना पूर्ण भी करते हैं।
Meanwhile, similar scenes were witnessed in neighbouring Nepal, where Hindu devotees flocked the famous Pashupatinath temple in Kathmandu since early morning to observe the auspicious day. As per religious belief, one's wishes are fulfilled upon paying obeisance at shrines dedicated to Lord Shiva.
साउन महिनाको महत्त्व यो छ कि यो शिवजीको चाहिँ महिना हुन्छ। यो महिनामा मान्छे धेरै जसो मान्छेहरू व्रत बस्छ, सोमबारको व्रत बस्छ। कोही मान्छे चाहिँ माछा मासु केही खाँदैन, लसुन प्याज पनि खाँदैन, कोही मान्छे रोटी मात्रै खान्छ, चामल खाँदैन।
This year, Shravan month began on July 17th and will conclude on 15th of August.
Scores of students participated in a river rafting competition held recently in Ladakh region of India's Jammu and Kashmir province. The event aimed to encourage and promote participation of youth in sports.
Students in the mountainous desert region of Ladakh exhibited true sportsmanship, braving Zanskar River in a rafting competition held recently in Leh Valley of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. The event Ladakh Olympics was a part of Khelo India Youth Games initiative, which is a national-level games event launched by the Government of India to encourage and promote participation of youth in sports. Students from different schools of the region participated in the rafting competition, covering a stretch of nearly 5 miles.
And this would be an annual event, and rafting is very unique to the mountainous areas like Ladakh and UP Hills and Himachal Pradesh and so on. And I'm glad to see that the children of Ladakh participating in rafting competition in the Indus and its tributary.
The participants were trained for 2 days by river rafting experts before the competition. India's Jammu and Kashmir has been a popular destination for tourists for thrilling adventure sports like river rafting, river crossing and trekking.
Kalaripayattu is considered to be one of the oldest martial arts disciplines in the world that originated in southern Kerala province. This form of martial art is opening in new doors of spiritual attainment for the seekers these days.
Kalaripayattu is southern India's ancient traditional martial arts form that originated in Kerala province. Kalaripayattu is opening new doors of spiritual attainment for the seekers these days. A Kalaripayattu center in Puducherry city that lies in southeast coast of India has been training students in different set of exercises and fighting techniques. This form of martial art involves training with weapons and freestyle as well. According to a master, the training begins with a huge baton which is nearly 6 feet long and then eventually moving to a smaller wooden weapons like muchan, a small staff, and ota, a curved stick.
The metal weapons and free hand. Free hand will be, the one person will be having a weapon, knife or a stick or something else. The other person will be without weapon. As well as both person will be without weapon. The Koltari start with the weapons like this.
It brings everything, strong health, self-confidence, and interest for others also, because we have to become one with the people in front and one with our own weapon. So it develops a sense of oneness, which is also a spiritual attainment. So Kalaripayattu has a lot of interesting qualities, more than a normal martial art.
The martial arts form also includes power yoga and massaging routines. Kalaripayattu is considered to be one of the oldest martial arts disciplines in the world.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. India successfully launches moon mission Chandrayaan-2. Minority groups protest against Pakistani Prime Minister's visit to US. And Hindus across India and Nepal offer prayers to mark auspicious Monday. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.
Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.